Fortnite. Is it good? Yeah, Fortnite is a battle royale game, but it's also so much more. With the battle royale, you have lots of options. You can play the game with either building on or off. Zero build is a godsend for me, as I was never good at building, and it felt terrible to lose a 1v1 for the win just because my brain doesn't work quick enough to be able to build an impenetrable fortress at the drop of a hat. You can play ranked and unranked. People say after gold you shouldn't match with bots, but I'm not sure about that because some people were definitely acting sus, and I'm pretty sure we're bots after gold. But to be fair, I have pretended to be a bot before just so that my opponent would drop their guard and then I eliminated them. But I have nothing against the bots. It's nice to boost your numbers and not just get stomped on all the time. So I would often switch between ranked and unranked depending on how much of a challenge I wanted. The gameplay in Fortnite feels great. You get a limited amount of sprint, which when you're trying to get away can be frustrating, but it works so well. You can also jump quite high, climb walls and structures, and for the most part, climbing walls and structures worked 99% of the time. But often, if I wanted to climb through, say, a window at ground level, the game would often ignore my wishes and I would just be left jumping around like a madman. The game has a huge selection of weapons and items to loot, either on the ground, dropped by enemies, or in loot boxes. The weapons and items are often changing depending on events, so the game always feels fresh and exciting. The time to kill in this game is quite high. Fortunately, this can be mitigated by finding rarer weapons. At the moment, there are bosses on the map. Eliminating them can be hard, especially as you'll likely not be the only person who's going after them. If you do manage to eliminate them, you'll get access to their vaults, which are full of rare weapons, ammo and shields. So if you do want better weapons, it's not just luck based. You can also customize most weapons with sights and different magazine sizes, different grips and muzzles, so you can change your weapons to how you want to play. If you use a sight in this game, then the game will go into first person, and it feels great. Shooting in this game feels very good. I played this game on nearly every default setting. The only one I changed was the sensitivity, which I bumped up by 1. You can definitely feel the aim assist trying to help sometimes, so it's not all pure skill, but you will need to be careful with your shots because the game does have recoil, which makes it a little harder to get successive shots on your opponents. The game has incredible lighting, both during day and night, some of the best lighting I've seen in a video game. Graphically, the game also looks great, but sometimes you can see popping, but usually if you're really looking for it, like grass and bushes. But it's so much better now on the PS5 than what it was on PS4 back in the day. The audio is quite good. It's easy to pinpoint where loot and enemies are, but like a lot of games, if you're in a building with multiple floors, it can sometimes be hard to tell if someone's above or below you. I'll also mention an accessibility function that everybody uses. There's a great sound visualizer that is designed for people who are either playing the game with no sound or are hard of hearing. I have no issue with this, everyone uses it, and sometimes it lets you see sounds that are really far away that you can't even hear yet. Not using it will put you at a disadvantage to other players, but it's not God mode. Moving around while crouching will not show up on the sound visualizer, but you can still hear people moving around while crouched, so you can't fully rely on it, and you will have to use your ears if you're not hard of hearing. If you ever get bored of the Battle Royale mode, then there's also so many different modes. From its own official ones like Lego Fortnite, which is just Lego Minecraft, to Rocket Racing, which is a racing game created by the developers of Rocket League, to Fortnite Festival, which is a rhythm-based music game by the developers of Rock Band. And that's not all. There's also user-created content, and some of them are really good. My personal favourite was Nuketown 2025 gun game, but it's not just guns. There's quizzes, tycoon game modes, prop hunts, parkours. The choice is endless, and it's incredible. Sure, some of them can be terrible, but for the most part, the best stuff rises to the top on the most played room section. That was Fortnite, and I give it a 9 out of 10.